Thank you for listening to the Press Box After Dark podcast. If you want to help us grow, you can follow us on Spotify and subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching Press Box After Dark. You can also help us grow on social media by following us on Twitter and TikTok at PressBoxAD. In our Twitter bio, you can find our website, PressBoxAfterDark.com, where we have weekly blogs covering Major League Baseball, college football, the NFL, WNBA, and the reality TV show Survivor. Thank you again, and enjoy the episode.
Everything sucks. Just one of those days.
Cameron's already singing, and he went with Limp Bizkit tonight. This is going to be an electric comeback. Electric comeback.
Everybody sucks. 98 degrees put me on the board.
Oh, God.
98 degrees. Drink.
That was a cold play.
This is just going to be fucking atrocious.
Hey, how are the Rockies doing?
Yeah, that's a very good representation.
Landon, I'm going to need you to buy some Rockies apparel and just this is your thing now.
This is Landon's thing. He's forever a Rockies fan now.
It's got to be on clearance, right?
Yes.
I don't know. Apparently
they might pay you to buy a Rockies hat.
It's a good deal. Got it at Target.
It's real nice.
Oh, this is a phenomenal shirt, though.
He's actively shopping.
He's actively shopping.
Gear.
That's how much Landon contributes when we actually start the pod. He's actively shopping the entire time.
Are we starting the pod or?
We've started the pod. The pod is started.
Things he's bought.
I'm finding things to clip for the cold open. So
hit it. Oh, okay.
Consider it hit.
Are you ready?
As there's a drive in a deep left field by Castellanos, it will be a home run.
You know, they have those nerds clusters, which is new. Yeah, which is good.
10-5! Touchdown!
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in, but the cream rise to the top, oh yeah.
What are we doing?
Why all the long faces? We're not dead yet.
Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
What's up, you dinks? Oh, wait, that's not how I start it. Welcome to Press Box After Dark. Today is Friday, July 25th, and we're back, bitches. What's up, boys? I haven't seen you guys in forever, I feel like. Landon, you're laughing and being a Rockies fan. What are you doing, bud?
We can always count on the Carlisles to make this an explicit episode.
Yeah. We're doing one that wasn't explicit was like our first one. I don't know why.
The intro?
Because your wife wasn't on it?
That's true, yeah. She'll be back during Baylor football season, though.
Let's go.
I'm excited.
So that'll be good.
Football season's coming up.
Hunter, how long has this been? About a month or so since we've put an episode out?
Yeah, I know all of our fan has been really disappointed for the last month. So our last episode was actually me and Cameron talking Survivor. So the last Sports Talk podcast that we did was in May.
There's another R in that word.
Survivor.
Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Hey, they start casting for 51 and 52 next month. So fingers crossed, boys. They send me to Fiji.
Oh, my God.
I don't know that they need to do that.
It's bad TV.
Do you think that Fiji has a G in the word?
They would never cast Hunter because if he won the show, he would just break the NDA so quick. I won.
Also,
I can't tell nobody.
We need to note that we've been introing this episode for about 45 seconds. Landon's already out of screen. He's not.
You gave him a green light.
That's true. I talked to him first. That was my fault, really. Herod, what have you been doing this last month?
Last month, after we went to the lake, we had a trip down to the coast, and
you just been catching fish, huh?
Yeah, a lot of fish. It turned out to be a pretty good vacation. They did some parasailing and all kinds of fun stuff, and now we're home and waiting for my lovely assistant back there to pop out a baby at some point soon.
Jordan's been on vacation for a month.
He's got that wrong. Jordan's the assistant. Let's be real.
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
I feel like fishing is like your old man hobby.
Oh, for sure.
Does anybody else have kind of an old man hobby?
You guys golf.
That's true.
True.
I stand and look at my yard a lot.
I have a podcast with a bunch of fellow white friends.
That's an old man.
Does pickleball
Oh,
count?
speaking of, Zach, you'll love this actually. If I can find them, I'll show them to you. But my lovely wife got me some socks. Actually, I think they were for Father's Day, and we just forgot that they were chilling in my car. But they say, "Dad Bod, the official sponsor of beer."
Phenomenal.
Yeah, right?
And the picture, the cartoon of the fat guy.
So good.
Great. That's great.
I like beer.
My brother told me at my bachelor party that I don't have a dad bod, I have a stepdad bod, which I think is actually much more appropriate.
It's not a dad bod, it's a father figure. Okay.
Hey, I'll take it.
Yes, classic line. Cam, what's up, buddy? We're back.
Not much.
Feels good to be back.
Oh yeah, I'm just I just been loathing the Braves for a while.
It's been a rough month. Actually, it's been kind of a rough 2025, huh?
Yeah, they started 0-7, and I was like, okay, season's over.
We're done. I get it. You could be a Rockies
fan. It's hard to lose your
first
first 7 games of a baseball season. Like everybody's pumped really up and healthy-ish, and
it's hard to be bad for a week straight.
Yeah, like even the Rockies haven't done that.
Yeah.
They probably have.
Yeah. We did win our first. We won our first series the other day.
He said we.
He said we and our.
We've got him hooked now.
Yes. His pronouns are we and Rockies.
The plan is working.
I do love, though, I saw this the other day, the only 2 teams in the major leagues to win 5 straight games by 4 more runs are the Pirates and the White Sox.
Gross.
Oh my God. That's
how is that possible?
I love it.
Because baseball.
That's the way baseball go, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Hi, Hunter.
Hi.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm about to tell you the rundown because none of you ever read it ever.
Great.
I glanced at it.
Where we left off.
I saw that it was in the group chat, and then I just kept scrolling.
I could have said this a month ago and said, hey, guys, we're going to record this in a month. Study it. And then everybody would be like, hey, what's the rundown tonight?
So. Yeah, you could send it 10 minutes out or a year out, and it wouldn't matter.
Oh, okay.
I was too busy looking at Win Dong.
Oh, God. Here we go again.
We don't have any reference for that.
No, we had no reference
skip
for that.
over.
I need you to explain yourself, sir.
We'll skip over that inside joke.
No reference for that at all, and we're just going to leave it in. But
if you're listening,
we are Press Box After Dark, 5 friends who all met working together in college athletics. Tonight, we have another sports talk episode, like we mentioned, for the first time in a hot minute. This is where I'll put the Sam Ehlinger "We Back" right here for you, Jordan.
We're back. Don't do that. They lost to Georgia that year.
Oh yeah, if we do that, our podcast might be cursed. We might lose our only fan.
So did you enter it? Did you put it in? You put it in here?
We'll have to see. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is it in?
More words in that sentence.
It'll
Does
be
it
a
touch
mystery.
the water?
Oh God. No, there's some things that we missed over the month. There's so much that we missed that I just don't think we have the time nor the patience to get through all of it. So what I presented to the group tonight is we're going to talk about the fiasco that was the MLB All Star game, the goods and the bads from all of that, and our opinions on that, and then what these guys are looking forward to for the back half of the MLB season. I know that Zach's got a team that's in the hunt. Everybody else in this group is just shit out of luck right now for postseason baseball. And then we're going to take a break from sports. And since Happy Gilmore 2 is technically set to release tomorrow as this podcast releases, we are going to do a special draft of Adam Sandler movies. We are going to draft 2 Adam Sandler movies as like a sit-at-home double feature. We'll see how that goes. And then we were going to finish up with some college football talk because college football is right around the corner. We're going to preview our own teams. That's Mississippi State, the good guys, Texas, the bad guys, Iowa, the team that punts, Texas Tech, the team with all the money, and West Virginia, a.k.a. Rich Rodriguez and company. And then we'll hang a banner and get out of here.
Segment?
Huh? What?
Can we get a timer for that segment?
Yeah,
I don't
sure.
have much to say, so I'll be
2
fast.
minutes
I
each.
got plenty to say.
That's
But
who
yeah,
I was aiming at. Yeah,
no.
you're starting to understand.
Well,
Right? Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll be quiet for a little bit and pass it over to Jordan. So Jordan writes our 3 Up 3 Down Major League Baseball blog, and he had a lot to say about the All Star game during the selection process for the All Stars, and then for the aftermath of the All Star game. And I wanted to let you have the floor here to get us going on this. What did you think about the All Star game first, and then we'll talk about the back half afterwards.
Yeah, I mean the All Star Game is what it is. To me, it's the least interesting pro sports All Star Game. I feel like NBA does like the skill challenge and some fun stuff. Uh, Baseball's All Star break, the most interesting part to me is the celebrity softball game every year. So I don't know. It ended up being a great game. Paul Skeens learned what run support was. Aaron Boone blew a 6-run lead as he does. It was what it was. I when you say the back half, are you referring to the ending of the All Star game?
No, I'm saying the back half of the season.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Because I know that, like, I mean, from my perspective as somebody, like, I don't follow Major League Baseball as closely as you guys do, but, like, what you touched on in the blog about the home run derby and the fiasco that was, and then the
Cameron
swing
and I were
to end the
texting
game
a
was
little
just,
bit through some of this, and like, so you do your home run derby, and they told us that the Rooker and Raleigh had hit the same amount of home runs, but Raleigh's went literally. If you go look at the decimal point, it's a 10 billionth of a foot, which is impossible to measure, by the way. He happens to be a guy chasing down Aaron Judge for the MVP award. I'm not saying it was rigged, but I'm saying there's a better way to solve who's going to move on.
Well, and the announcers were like, "Oh, we're going to go to a swing off," and then they were like, "Oh, never mind."
Yeah, and then Rooker afterward was like, "Yeah, nobody told me this was the tiebreaker. I had no idea. If I did, I would have hit it a foot further, like whatever." But like, you can't. Your home run derby is the most exhibition for funsies thing out there. Dudes are in backwards hats and fanning each other with towels, and Brent Rooker's feeding his kid when he's not hitting. Like, it's supposed to be fun, but then you end it with a 10 billionth of a foot. This guy is going to move on, and then the very next day you make up another rule and end your All-Star game with a home run derby. Like, I don't understand why the home run derby didn't end in a swing off, but the All-Star game did. Kyle Schwarber hits 3 ding-dongs, gets MVP after an 0 for performance at the plate. And the worst part of it is the starters at this point, which I have no problem with, but the starters are long gone. So you're not going to get to see Ohtani and Judge in a swing-off. You're going to get to see Jonathan Aranda. Like, it's to me, it waters down your whole product. I hate everything about the All-Star game. I hate the fan vote. I hate that the World Series managers from the year before get to manage it. Like, I've seen Dave Roberts manage enough All-Star games. I don't care. I think that would be a great time to bring back like former managers or like recent guys that have gone on to be like media personalities. Like, if we had Albert Pujols managing one of those teams and Miguel Cabrera managing one of those teams, like, wouldn't that be way more fun?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it'd be pretty cool.
I feel like
Well,
there's so many things that they could do, and they just choose not to.
yeah, and you mentioned the selection process, and it kind of got me thinking a little bit because I've been watching golf recently. We just had the Open, and we're coming up on the Ryder Cup season, and the Ryder Cup. The Ryder Cup is one of the coolest events to watch just because of the passion on both sides. But they do in my opinion, a proper way of earning your way to be on that team, just like I think that they should do for the All-Star game. They have points that you earn throughout the season, and if you're in the top 8, you make the Ryder Cup team. It's clear, cut, and dry, and then there's some captain's picks after that. I feel like the MLB All Star game, they could use some sort of metric, whether it's WAR or something like that. WAR would probably be the easiest and most established one to determine the All Stars. The fan vote it's not as bad as maybe you think it is, Jordan, because in my opinion, I think it keeps fans engaged. But
there's that.
But I do think, it's an honor to be an all-star, and I think if you earn your way, you should be on the team. Not like if someone is amazing for the Tampa Bay Rays, like, are they going to get picked over a Juan Soto, or they're different leagues, but you know what I mean? Like you're not going to get picked over a superstar.
Right.
Even
the
though you're having a great season.
Dominate.
Exactly. Like that, it was, I think maybe 3 or 4 years ago after the Braves won the World Series and they had like 7 of the 8 highest vote getters. And it's like, what are we doing? I'm a Braves fan saying that. So I think they could do it better in terms of selecting the players.
There's got to be some sort of baseline for who gets in, kind of at a minimum level. And
Juan Soto wasn't an all-star,
But Julio Rodriguez was.
I sat here and dogged Juan Soto a few months ago, but he's turned it around, and I said
an all-star in first half.
He should have been an all-star.
The National League leader in RBI and second in homers was Seiya Suzuki for the Cubs, and he wasn't an all-star.
Right.
There's got to be some sort of baseline to where if you're leading the league or your league in certain things, you probably should at least get better.
Yeah, especially if you're going to end the All-Star game in a swing-off.
Yeah.
Like a guy that leads the league in RBI should be there. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of like doing like a tiebreaker fan vote. Like, hey, these are the last 5 guys up for the All-Star game. You can only pick 3. Fan vote. Let's go. Do that. But like, you've got to have some sort of way to pick who is very deserving. And I don't mind the whole like, what was Clayton Kershaw, like a honorary, or what was it?
See, that's garbage.
What was that?
Too,
like,
man.
That's fine. Like, whatever. If you want one of those,
I didn't get elected, and so MLB decided I was going because I'm old.
Yeah.
They did it for Pujols a few years ago. Like,
is that what it was? I was wondering how long that's been a thing.
Several years, and my favorite part of it is that Paul Skeens is up there tossing 101 and making it look like it's effortless.
Yeah.
And Clayton Kershaw is pumping everything he's got to get to 88.
He's laboring through. Sorry, Clayton, your time's come and gone.
Hunter, you were trying to jump back in there.
No, who is this is shame on me for not knowing his name. Who's the guy for the Brewers, the rookie? He's only been he's got like 5 games.
Jacob Mizorowski.
Yeah, how did he get selected to be an all-star? He's only played like a month on the major league roster.
Well, because fans don't vote on the pitchers. Pitchers are all decided by the league.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, that's right.
I did not
See,
know
that's
that.
Crazy too.
Right.
Yeah, that is kind of
Imagine if quarterbacks were just picked by the league, like one random position.
It's so weird.
I will say the one major positive that I took out of this was that they finally went back to the players wearing their team uniforms and not the All-Star uniforms.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That was good.
I don't know why they ever went away from that, but never stop doing that. That's the best part of the All-Star game.
You have to do that because it's not like football where you're wearing your helmet every play.
Right.
If you're in the field and you're wearing, I don't know who you play for. Or maybe I do, but a general
random
don't
Rockies,
know what team they're
Rays, A's player, you might not know who those guys are.
You have no idea, but you have to wear your jersey.
Yeah,
I didn't hate the game as much as I hated the home run derby.
Yes,
I was very frustrated at the home run derby.
The game, I actually appreciated that the game ended up being a real game. Like it wasn't a 10-2.
It was a good game. It was a good game. It was pitched well. The guys were swinging. They were playing hard. I appreciated that. Whatever. If you don't want to play a bunch of extra innings in an all-star game, sure.
I get that too.
It doesn't decide home field in the World Series anymore.
Thank God.
I get that you're not trying to labor a bunch of dudes. I get that.
I actually really
home run derby and a swing off. Have fun with that. I thought it was fun. I think you should be able to pick anybody and not just who's in the game at that time. I mean, it's a ridiculous thing anyway.
I think that's where you should use your pitchers.
Oh, I think that'd be hilarious.
Pitcher derby in the All-Star game, dude. Come on,
dude, that'd be awesome.
That'd be fun. I don't mind that. The
Ball
Derby
schemes
though
would mash.
I could not stand that we had to split screen the home run derby
Awful.
because you can't watch the ball
You
to
have
see
no
if
idea
it's
where
a
the
home
ball
run
lands.
because it's timed. So they got to get the next pitch out. But it's like, well, wait a second. I'm supposed to be watching this thing get killed 480 feet.
That's the best part.
That's the only part.
How about
It's the home run
kid,
derby.
How about the kid that robbed the hometown guy?
Yeah, that was
that
funny.
was,
But it's
that
like,
was really good.
and then, if you each hit 11 home runs, you have a swing off. That is how it works. I don't care about how far you hit it. I don't
10
care
billionth of a foot.
That's the stupidest thing. That's where I was really frustrated. I also don't love a home run derby bracket. I think a bracket's kind of dumb. So I think first round they all go. First round they all go. You take your top 4.
Exactly.
Next 4 go. Yeah, take your top 2. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I hit 8. I hit 8. You hit 7.
At least do AL versus NL, righty versus lefty.
Something different.
Like, come up with something there if you're going to bracket it.
It's so random. And you get a guy who hits 7. Well, I only have to hit 8. Well, the other guy hits 18, and you got to get 19 to beat him. It's like, well, that's not.
I hate the time thing. I wish they'd go back to the outs.
The time thing is so dumb.
Well, I don't think they should go back to the outs. I like the format of the swing off. Like, give them a set number of swings.
That's fine too.
And then go from there.
For the
like,
Derby, not for the All Star.
Yeah, give them 25 swings and go. Like, don't make them time. Don't make them rush. Because, like, if you gave them a set number of swings, I think, like, the biggest thing with the outs is, like, people would complain, like, oh, the Derby used to go so long because you have Josh Hamilton hitting, 29
That's what
or whatever
fans pay hundreds of dollars to see.
Well, start it earlier then.
They also did.
It's the summer on a Monday night. Start it earlier.
Remember when they did, like, it was like a home realtor company or whatever, and like every home run was $1,000 donated to charity or whatever.
That was like the money ball,
I want to see people hit 1 million home runs. That's why I'm tuning in.
I've been watching all these clips leading up to it. It was like the home run derby where Sosa and all those guys were hitting it a mile. It's like, I want to pay to watch dudes hit
the absolute peak of the
That's
home
what I
run
wanna
derby
do.
was dudes roided out of their mind hitting balls 600 feet in the dirt.
The year that Justin Morneau went crazy for the Twins that year.
That was a Hamilton year. Morneau
Was that
beat
the Hamilton year?
That
Like
year
that-
was nuts.
That's what I want. Bring that back. There's an absolute easy way to bring that back, but baseball's got a lot of
I want dudes to be able to take a break in between slamming 500-foot home runs.
Well, the time thing has to be harder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to wear you out.
Yeah.
To have to take all those swings, and that's a lot of pressure on the pitcher.
Can we talk about the clown on Twitter? I wrote about this in the blog about the guy that was trying to come at Brent Rooker for feeding his kid in between hitting.
Yeah, F that dude. Brent Rooker is a dog. Okay, don't mess with him.
What?
Okay,
That's
Hell
hilarious.
State.
We're mad because a dude took a breather in a round of the home run derby when he wasn't hitting, by the way.
Yeah.
To go feed his 11-month daughter. Like, what are we talking about, dude?
Which is super cool that the daughter's even there.
The dude straight up said, sometimes we just want to watch you play. It's the home run derby, bro.
I do have one last take here with the All Star game, and this could be an unpopular opinion. I'm curious what you guys think about this.
I like it.
I hate that we have to have an All Star from every team. I'm just going to come out and say it. I hate that we have to have an All Star from every team. It's cool, representation, whatever, but I don't care. I don't care about seeing some dude from the Marlins who has a decent season going so far.
Yeah,
I don't
that's going to be a Yankee in a week anyway.
I don't. Yeah, I don't care.
I have changed my perspective on this. I used to love it because my team was ass. But like, you're right, dude. The Rockies are going to win 7 games all year. Like, what do I care to watch their guys hit in the All-Star game?
Exactly.
Against the best dudes in base. Like, you're gonna put a White Sox guy in there against Paul Skeens for what?
Yeah. I think the Marlins dude who got in was one of the outfielders for the National League when you had Juan Soto or Seiya Suzuki to choose from. It's like, come on, man.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. No, that's
fair.
not a bad take at all,
No,
Cam.
I don't think that's. I don't even think that's a lukewarm take. I agree.
Landon, what do you think?
Dude, this is when I wish we could.
Landon's
figure out-
blind.
Landon's just not here. It's
Landon's
so good.
blinds. What do you think?
I will say, I don't know if everybody saw this. Obviously, I follow the Rangers a little closer than most of you guys do, but Nathan Eovaldi didn't make the All Star team because he's missed 3 or 4 games. Like he didn't qualify. He didn't make the number of qualifications or whatever. But the Rangers gave him his All Star bonus anyway.
Oh, that's nice.
It was $100,000 bonus, and they just gave him his bonus because they were like, "Hey, dude, like your stuff's you've been good enough to be an All-Star." And I feel like as a Rangers fan, and they're going to dabble in free agency and all the stuff. Like I appreciate the gesture. I think that might do some things for him.
I also kind of respect the little pettiness of that. I like it. Yeah. Like, hey, you should have been an All-Star. Here you go.
Nice.
I like that.
So, Jordan, leading into the rest of the season, going into postseason baseball here in a little bit.
Yeah.
We got a long ways away.
Oh, we got a long ways away.
Actually, we really don't, do we?
We're still in the dog days.
Yeah.
The Braves
we
still have a
more.
chance to make it.
Oh,
Still
God.
The
Okay.
Rockies have been mathematically eliminated since the second week of the season, but everybody
There you
else
go.
is still in it.
As of right now, in July, right after the break, who are you looking to as these two teams are going to be playing in October?
Ooh.
You want one from each league?
I tell you what, give me your championship series favorites for both leagues. Give me 4.
Okay. The Dodgers are too strong. They're going to be there.
Even though they're on the skid right now.
I do think that who they face, depending on how the bracket plays out, I think that a central team could be in the NLCS.
God, the Brewers are red hot. Good.
The Brewers,
Zach, I don't want to put a hex on you, but I think the Cubs are going to get there.
the Brewers and Cubs are both really good, and the trade deadline's a week away. So
If the Cubs need it,
Yeah, we're having this conversation 1 week too short because a lot is
Yeah.
going to change here.
Yeah.
Ask me again next week.
If I had to pick right now today, I would say the Dodgers and maybe the Cubs. I'll take the Cubs. I love Kyle Tucker, man. In the AL, I would say it's a lot harder. It seems like there's
it's
way more
wide
teams
open.
trying in the National League. I will take. I'm not a believer in Toronto, so I'll pencil New York back in there. But as much as this goes against my soul, I think I'm going to put the Mariners in the ALCS.
What?
I think they have more pieces than anybody to move at the deadline. Some teams that are going to be buyers, like the Yankees, there's only so many positions that they can go get because they're not moving Aaron Judge. They're not, you know what I mean? The Mariners somehow are a good team and still need everything except maybe some starting pitching. But I think the Yankees and Mariners are going to get in a trade war, a bidding war for Eugenio Suarez. And if Seattle lands him to go with Raleigh, they're going to be tough.
I was
and
wondering
they've got
if
the prospects to do it, and the Yankees don't.
I was wondering if you were going to throw me a Detroit Tigers in there.
I like the Tigers. I really do, man. But I also just watched the Rangers take 2 from them, and the one they lost was Scooble's start, and they only lost by a run. So if you're playing down to the Rangers, you're not beating real teams.
Here's my thing, Jordan.
Struggling.
Here's my thing, Jordan. And I just did this with Zach, and so maybe you don't want to hear this either. I know you guys are out of the wild card right now. If the Rangers make some moves at the deadline, and all you got to do is just get into the playoffs. The Rangers, by far, have the best pitching in the league.
No question.
It's no question at
Not
all.
even
They
Not
by
even close.
far
And if
have the
even
best pitching
3
in the
or
league.
4 of those bats click on one given night, they could go for 10 or 12 runs easy. It just hasn't happened, and it's almost August.
Or hear me out. Send one of those arms to the north side of Chicago.
You're not going to like which one it ends up being unless you.
That's a good point.
Hey,
Yeah.
the Braves just got Dane Dunning, so we're We're trying to make a run at it.
Yeah, that'll be fun after the trade deadline. That's my favorite time of year is hot stove season.
Cam, how many games back is Atlanta in the East right now?
In the East, I want to say like 14 or 15, something like that.
Fuck.
And then in the wild card, I think it's like 12 or 13.
Oh no, that's tough.
Cam and I were talking about this earlier. The Rangers are like, I get pissed off when they lose because they're just not playing the way they should. But in their last 14 series, is that what I said, Cam? They're 10-3-1 and about to be 11-3-1 in their last 15. Like they're peaking at the right time. Absolutely. They are going to make a move. It might not be a super sexy move, but they're going to upgrade the bullpen, which they've already done today, which I'll get to a little bit later. But they certainly could be a team that's in the – if those bats get going, they're as dangerous as anybody in the world.
Well, that's the thing. The year they won it all, the bats were insane. Just swing it a little bit better.
If you go look at Uvalde's numbers right now, they're better than DeGrom's.
Yeah.
Like
which is
those two
saying
guys out,
a lot.
Yeah. You're trying those two guys
I can't
out in the
believe
playoff series.
I mean, I hope DeGrom – I want to see him do well. I just want –
DeGrom was my Cy Young pick going into the year.
Actually, a better sentence. I just want to see DeGrom. It's been so great to see him because he is really good.
I was literally texting somebody last night or night before last when he pitched, and I was like, man, like DeGrom, it seems like he's just kind of having an off, like his last 5 or 6 starts, like he's been off. I go and look, he's allowed 2 runs in one of his last 6 starts. He's still Jacob DeGrom, man.
He gave up 2 runs. He's washed. Get him out of there. What about you, Zach? Give me favorites for Championship League Series.
Yeah, it's hard to go against LA in the National League, but they're going to have a tough time getting out of the National League. It's a really good league this year. I think the Cubs and the Brewers are awesome. Philadelphia is going to be in this thing. I mean, I guess the Mets could win the East too. Obviously, I think they're tied, but I think I like Philly better than I like New York. I just don't trust the Mets. I don't know. I don't.
It's because they're the Mets.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah.
What I love right now is that, like, and this probably has to do with the fact that the Dodgers are just super banged up, but like, there's not one team that's going to go win 108 games and then the next best team is going to win 90.
Right.
There are 4 or 5 really good baseball teams out there now.
I could see almost any of the division winners in the National League being the 1 seed. So then who knows? Because you get the 3 wild card teams. It all depends on how the bracket plays out. But if the top 2 are, say, like Cubs, Dodgers, it'd be hard for me to go against either one of them because of home field. I just worry about the Cubs' arms. I just don't really outside. I mean,
again, though, a week from now, this is a different conversation.
Correct. And we have a long way to go. There's going to be injuries. There's going to be teams that go in slumps.
The Marlins are shopping their entire rotation.
The trade deadline is going to be huge. We really should have an episode to talk about that when it's here.
I want to see where Suarez goes. Where Suarez goes might be one of my AL or NLCS picks.
I think he'll end up in New York, but I think Seattle's going to make a big-time play for him.
And who's going to be the surprise seller or surprise buyer, you know? That always.
I'll tell you who I think it is. I think the Red Sox are about to be big-time buyers.
Interesting.
I keep hearing they're shopping Duran. I don't think they're doing that. I think that they're looking to get some arms and get back in it. They've played well in the last couple of weeks, man.
I like that. And then I really would love to see Detroit play in the CS this year. Like a Detroit-Seattle, that'd be so weird, you know.
The ratings would just be awful.
It would be so bad, yeah. It'd be really
would that be worse than the Arizona-Texas World Series?
Hey, the lowest rated World Series of the last 20 years. Texas and Arizona.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What was the?
And then you followed it up with last year's Dodgers-Yankees.
Yeah, I know. What do you know the difference between the Astros, Rangers, ALCS, and the World Series that year? Do you know the viewership difference?
I know that more people watch.
I bet Landon could look it up.
Maybe.
Landon hasn't done. Hi, Landon.
Hi, Landon. You know what?
Hey,
I
just want to go on the record that the Rockies will win 40 games this year.
Ugh.
What about next year?
20.
Oh my God.
They're historically bad.
20 games.
All right, okay. Let's. I want to make a podcast friendly bet or a wager, or let's just bookmark this. So you give me a number, Landon, of what you honestly think the Rockies will reach by the end of the season.
As of this moment, they're at 26 and
They're at
70.
26 and 7. Yeah.
I'm gonna say
50 under.
Because I have a fun plan here.
I'm gonna say 47.
There's
I
no
went-
way.
I want,
north of
hold on,
43.
I want Landon to pick it. What's your number?
43.
Okay. As a group,
It's going to be
gotta-
close.
hold on.
They
as,
got to win
as a group,
17 more games.
if the Rockies hit 43 games, we should all go to a Rockies game next year with Landon so he can see his favorite team in person.
Can it be the Rockies at the Rangers?
It can't
That's a
be.
much closer.
No, we-
drive.
Okay, that's
If the
fair.
Rockies
If
play at the
if
Field
the
of
Rockies
Dreams,
play
I'm
at
there.
when the Rockies come to Arlington, or if the Rockies go to Wrigley, we go to either one of those, or we just go to Denver.
All right, I'm
I'm
in.
in. 43, baby.
Okay.
You know
43,
what the most
43,
impressive
the
thing
Rockies
is?
to 43. Start
Or
the
if they
hashtag
play-
now.
Or if they play in the Eastern time zone or the West or in the
Or
Basically,
Canada.
any
Or
city
Canada.
other than Denver, I guess, is what we're trying to say.
only
The-
if they play in Canada.
The most impressive thing, depressing thing about the Rockies this year, their run differential is negative 247.
Oh,
They've got 70 games left. They're so bad.
Yeah.
76 losses at this time.
43 is this podcast magic number for the Colorado Rockies. We will keep you up to date every episode we have on Rocky Watch for 43.
So
in our-
how many games have they won already?
26.
26.
All right, so the magic number is 17.
They need 17 wins.
Oh, God. Okay. We're going to go through with this. We're keeping up with this for the rest of the year if the
I
Rockies
love it.
can get to 43. I love it.
I
All right.
love it.
Yes, we will open up more MLB talk after the trade deadline. That's on me for doing that. I just know I wanted to talk about the All-Star game and everybody's feelings about what's going on in the world of baseball as we go into the back half of the season. But let's take a break. Landon has sat back down so we can stop talking sports. I'm sorry, Landon. Happy Gilmore 2.
It's
I said it at the top. I said at the top of the podcast, is coming out this Saturday, July 25th on Netflix. So if you don't have a Netflix account, get a fake email for free and get that 7-day trial.
Can I go
yes,
back for
Jordan.
1 second? I just did some calculation. The Rockies are on pace for 41 wins.
No, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. We got to find
It's going to be close.
It's going to be close. We picked a great
Hey.
number.
Hey, they won today, baby.
Hey, they're getting hot when it counts.
Here's my question though. What if they don't make 43, does Landon get punished?
Then Landon gets to take up all our podcast mics.
If they don't get
Okay.
43,
We got to
The podcast is over.
the podcast
We got
is
to
canceled.
think of something.
Fingers crossed.
He takes the ACT.
Oh,
He has to eat Rocky Mountain oysters. That's what he has to do.
Hey, those are good.
okay.
Yeah, I like a good
Okay.
Rocky Mountain oyster.
Hunter, that's like a normal thing in Texas.
Is it really?
Yes.
Cat fries?
I did not know that. I didn't know.
San Angelo got the best ones you'll ever eat.
You fry them with gravy and eat them with fries.
Right.
Okay, I didn't know that.
What
All
kind of gravy?
We got to come up with a punishment.
Shut up.
The punishment is eat something good.
I didn't know they were good. I thought they were terrible.
No, if they're made right, they're pretty good.
Well, okay. Well, they're made right. We'll come up with. Does anybody have a good punishment that we can pencil
Eat
in
it.
for now?
Oh, I got one. Steak and mashed potatoes.
Lobster.
Love. Landon gets to go to a 5-star restaurant on my dime if they lose.
Landon has to dress up in a full Rockies uniform for the podcast. And
For the
we've-
video that we don't have.
For
Got
our
it.
audio.
For our
Video.
audio only podcast.
Okay, I like where hold on. I like where we're going with this. Okay, I got it. If the Rockies don't make it to 43, Landon has to buy a Rockies jersey or a T-shirt jersey, and we have to film him going to a batting cage, and he has to take a round of BP
Oh, I'm in
in
on
the
this.
jersey.
I'm in on
Okay,
this.
that's awesome.
Now that's content.
That's the content we're looking for to put on TikTok.
Hunter,
Follow us on
and then
TikTok at PressBox.
You're
that
going to
happens-
mistake me for one of the Rockies players because I'll hit the same.
Oh.
When that happens, I want to make sure that we hit an over-under on this. Because if we set that thing at 65 miles an hour and Landon gets 20 swings, how many does he make contact with?
This is
45
unfair.
miles.
Y'all have seen me play fungo golf.
He just swings one-handed like he does in fungo golf.
I was sitting here at the beginning of this rooting for the Rockies to get to 43. Now I think I'm rooting against the Rockies.
Googling batting cages in
I'll still
Fort
have-
Worth.
I'll still have.
We got plenty.
I'll still have some Rocky Mountain oysters either way. I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Extra
Yeah,
order.
that punishment's still on.
Noted. Jordan loves balls.
Big ball guy.
If they're
All
fried.
right.
Yeah.
If they're fried.
Segue. Oh gosh.
Let's
Speaking
move
of
on
balls,
before this goes further south.
Yeah, we've already gotten too far in this.
we've already gone too far. Speaking of balls, Happy Gilmore 2 comes out on Netflix Saturday. And I thought that I wanted to do something non-sports just to kind of break it up a little bit on this episode. So I came up with the idea we're going to draft Adam Sandler movies. However, there's not that many of them because he's made a lot of movies, but obviously to do like 5 picks a person, that's a lot.
I was
So-
like, he's easily got over 50 movies.
He's got over 50. So what we're going to do is we're drafting 2 movies like you're about to sit at home and watch an Adam Sandler double feature. So you get 2 movies. We're not snaking the draft. Jordan's about to say the draft order. The only caveat is Adam Sandler has to be the lead or the co-lead actor. He can't make a cameo. So he's got to be the actor, or like if you go animated, he's got to be like one of the main voices in the movie. It can't just be like he was in it for 2 seconds like the hot chick or something like that. So any questions?
Yes, because the hot chick was going to be one of our picks.
Well, I mean, it's Rob Schneider, Happy Madison Productions, Joe Dirt, same thing. He's not in that one, but yeah. So same thing. So all right,
Hunter's
Jordan,
gonna
what is the
draft a
order?
movie he's not even in.
So my wife, literally, we had this whole conversation right before we started. I was like, let's just put 5 names in a hat and we'll draw them. And then we drew them from 5 to 1. But 1 through 5, me, Zach, Landon, Cam, Hunter.
Suck it, Hunter.
I couldn't have planned that part any better.
Yeah, right? Fantastic.
All right, well, Jordan, I guess you're on the clock. So what is the first Adam Sandler movie off the board?
This is one of the rare drafts where I didn't actually want the first pick. I really wanted the 2 pick.
Hmm.
Blame
I
your
will
wife.
Take. I'm going to take Big Daddy.
Wow.
Okay.
That's your 1-1.
It was between this and one more, but I'll tell you when we get there.
Okay.
I really thought you were going to make it. Well, you didn't make it easy on me. This is not easy at all to pick.
The good news is it'll be much easier in the second round.
Yeah, the top 5 is tricky. There's any about the beauty of this draft is about any way we go in this first round, you're probably okay.
Yeah.
I'm stuck between 3, and Jordan didn't say any of them.
I know. Like he said Big Daddy, and I was like, that's
Which
great
is a great
movie.
choice. It's a great choice.
movie. I just didn't think that would be I thought there's 2 in my head that are going to be 1, 2. I was like, oh, for sure, that's 1 and 2, and then after that, then it's getting interesting.
Wait,
Will somebody
Jordan,
get the kid a Happy Meal?
Jordan, did you make a second pick, or are we just circling back around to make?
Circle
this?
back.
Just circle
No, we'll
back.
circle back around to Jordan.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, not snake draft. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I got you.
This is what people used to call counting.
Still can't. All right. God damn it. I'll go. I'll go Happy Gilmore. I was torn
I wrote down
between.
Happy Gilmore as 1, and then I took Big Daddy. To me, those are my favorite 2 Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore is in my top 3 without question, and probably number 1, maybe 1B, but yeah.
Good spot for Landon here.
Yeah, a lot available here.
Can't wait to say how he screws this
I
up.
actually have a shirt. I guess I have to say Happy Gilmore. I have a shirt that says the price is wrong, bitch. I have to say Happy Gilmore.
I think I bought Landon for Christmas last year. I bought him a golf ball bag that has that on there, I think.
Love it.
Yeah, you did it. It was a good one. Gosh, I wanted Happy Gilmore.
Well, you can't have it.
Well, you can't have it.
We'll see if you take the one I was about ready to take.
You won't take Happy
Probably
Gilmore 2, a
not.
movie none of us have ever seen.
I thought about it. I really did.
He just takes
I
the
thought
trailer. He gets the trailer for Happy Gilmore.
Fantastic. Landon's double feature is super short because he just watches a trailer and then another movie.
I gotta go Waterboy.
Yep. Good choice.
Waterboy.
Okay, see, that would have been that was 3 in my top 3.
Yeah.
I know. I bet I know where Cam goes with this next one.
Oh, really?
It's clean.
Oh,
I hope
really?
he makes. I'll wait to judge after.
I do realize you haven't seen any of the Adam Sandler movies before 2005, so maybe you'll have a different list.
Cameron's gonna be like, grown ups. Here we go.
If you start putting the Zohan in the first round, we're gonna have some problems.
It's clicking up for him. Clicking newer.
Wait, that guy did movies before that?
My first pick, I'm going to go Jack and Jill. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
My jaw
I'm
almost hit the ground.
I'm joking. Man, I'm torn. There's still some really good ones.
There's a lot.
Man, I'm torn. I will go.
Torn. Natalie Imbruglia, drink.
I will go Wedding Singer.
Nice. Wow. Yeah, that's a great movie.
I will go Wedding Singer, and you know what? Adam Sandler in his musical career does not get enough love.
Correct.
Yeah,
We listen to the Hanukkah song frequently in our house.
His SNL music career is good enough for me.
Hunter, it's
Dang
to
you, Cameron.
you. And then I'll
That was
recap
my
the
number
first
2,
round.
and it was still on the board. And I'm like, oh, there's no way Cameron picks The Wedding Singer that came out in the 90s. There's no way.
Hey, and look, one of the best cameos of all time. I love Billy Idol.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Hunter,
All
what do you
right.
got?
I feel like since it's still on the board, you just got to take it, right? I mean,
You do.
I think I'll go Billy Madison.
There we
Like, I
go.
just have
I was
to.
wondering. Yeah,
Like, somebody's got to take it. I'll be the guy that takes it if it's still there.
I was wondering. Yeah.
All right, let me recap this first round. I took
Shampoo
Big Daddy,
is
Zach took
better.
Happy Gilmore, Landon took Waterboy, Cameron took Wedding Singer, and Hunter took Billy Madison.
Yeah, say it
I
into the mic
feel
next
like
time so I can
that's-
hear you.
I feel
yeah.
like that's the top 5, though, right?
Yes, has to be.
I don't think we really missed.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I had Wedding Singer at 8.
Really?
Okay.
Wow. I'm shocked
So
by
it's
that.
back to me, and now I'm really torn.
I've got
This
like
is-
3 at the ready.
This is why I wanted to do this as a 2-pick draft, like this
I'm gonna
double
do it.
feature idea. The first round, I agree with you, Zach. Almost all chalk. Except the order was the only thing that was going to be interesting. This
Yeah,
next
right,
round
right.
is going to be very, very intriguing where everybody goes.
Mhm.
I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna rip the Band-Aid off, and I'll catch the hell for it later on in life. I'm gonna take Hustle as my number 2.
Never seen it.
He's very good in Hustle.
Don't even have it on the big board.
Hustle's great.
Is it
Very
good?
good. Very
choice.
serious Adam Sandler movie.
Is
Yeah.
it on Netflix?
I don't know.
Okay.
When did it come out?
It was recent, wasn't it? Like within the
22,
last
23?
5 years?
Yeah,
Say
it's
like
recent.
3 years ago, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
Zach,
not
it's
seen
to
that
you.
one. I have not seen that one. Oh man.
Do the hustle. Bum, bum, bum,
I
bum.
think if I'm doing a double feature and I start with Happy Gilmore, I think then I want to move to 50 First Dates.
Excellent. pick.
Well done, sir. That's a good freaking movie.
I had another one that I could have also gone with there if 50 First Dates would have been off the board, but
There's still
that's
some good picks.
that's going to be by number 2.
Landon,
That's
what are you pairing with
that is
The
an absolutely
Waterboy?
great rom-com.
After Waterboy,
There's
we're
only one.
sitting down. and it's a classic. We're going Grown Ups.
Oh wow!
I know.
I thought you were going.
I know.
I mean,
I'll
love
watch it every single day.
I love that it's just like him and his friends, enjoying.
They're just
life.
chilling. Yeah.
But it's top 10 movie for him.
Have you guys ever heard the Adam Sandler story about that movie from the guys on the set?
No.
Once all his buddies agreed to like do the film, I think it was that one. Once they all agreed to do the film, he bought them all a car, and so like Kevin James is like a Rolls Royce guy, so he bought him like a Rolls Royce or whatever. So he bought them all like these super nice cars, and
sold them.
Chris Rock he bought him like an '88 Buick that was just beat to shit, and just straight up had it delivered to his house.
I love it.
Chris Rock is like walking out his front door one day, and they're dropping off this car that's 20 years old or whatever.
Could you imagine how funny that movie would have been had Farley still been around?
I know,
because he would have been in it.
Oh,
and that would have been hilarious.
I would love to see like if you could insert him in some of these like those early 2000s movies, like mid 2000s. You start inserting him, like I think that'd be really cool.
He makes an appearance in Billy Madison, and it's hilarious. So.
Oh yeah.
Cam 9 pick to you, buddy.
All right. Well, I actually have 3 of my top 5. I'm
I have one
still available.
Still available, and so I'm really torn here. But if we're doing the double feature theme, I'm starting with Wedding Singer. He goes through all the trials and tribulations.
There it is. Come on.
He gets the girl at the end.
Yep.
And then in the second movie, it gets ripped away from him, and he's pissed off. It's Anger Management.
I like it. Okay.
Buddhist.
That's one I still a little bit forget about. Like when I was making my list, I was like, "Oh shit, Anger Management!"
I had
He's
Anger
really
Management
good at that movie.
Yeah, this draft is sponsored by IMDb.
My number 5 pick is still out there though.
I actually went. Hulu had a nice list for me. I think when I was looking it up at work. Don't tell my boss.
There's one of the 3 that I have written down that are left, and no matter what you pick off this list, the other 2 being left off is going to be a real travesty.
I don't know what you're doing, but you sound like you are talking a mile away from your microphone.
I'm literally right in front of the microphone.
Now you are.
Now you are.
Okay, do you want me to say it again?
You know what? Sure, why not? For the viewership.
For the viewership.
What I said was, can you hear me now?
Maybe.
What I said was whichever of the 2 that I have 3 written down left, and whichever one you pick, the other 2 being left off will automatically be a travesty.
Okay. Well, so
if you could say that again quieter, please. No.
A little bit louder now.
The double feature setting. I got Billy Madison. I think we got to go rom-com to end the evening. And I like this one. I think the more I watch this one, I almost want to say I think I like this better than 50 First Dates. Give me Just Go With It with Jennifer Aniston.
Go with it. That's a good one. That's a good one.
That was my 4 and my 5. Billy Madison was my 4. Just Go With It was my 5.
2 of my top 5 were still on there. I wanted to take Uncut Gems so bad because it's so much better than a lot of people give it credit for. And then The Longest Yard didn't get picked.
That's on there. That's on there. If I got the Water Boy, I was going to take The Longest Yard. We're doing a double football feature, but no,
bro.
Do it.
If we went 3 picks each, I had a real sleeper on here. I had Bedtime Stories.
I've heard that's good.
It's a good one.
Mr. Deeds obviously did not get picked.
Blended.
I love the movie Blended. Actually,
never seen it. Probably should.
It's very good. Him and Drew Barrymore are just
perfect.
It's like the rom-com trilogy,
awesome.
huh?
No Love for Click.
Oh yeah, no Love for Click.
It's because it's a terrible movie.
So bad.
Zookeeper? Nobody?
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
The Zohan.
Don't mess with the Zohan.
Lindsay
I had
Zohan.
for the bad movies, if it got really deep into the draft, which I knew it wouldn't, but I wrote them on here just in case. Little Nicky. Yikes.
Oh, God. What's the one with him and Andy Samberg?
Oh, That's My Boy.
That's my boy. That's the one.
Yeah,
That's
that
the one.
movie's horrible, but
Brutal. Just brutal.
it's kind of fun to watch. You know, it's bad. It's like just a bad movie. And then the Netflix 2 that I wrote that I've watched and I didn't hate, even though I know they're bad. The Ridiculous Six. That movie is garbage, but oh well. And then Hubie Halloween. Has anyone seen that one?
No, I like girls.
No.
Yeah,
There was a trivia question one time, and it was about that movie Pixels. And I've never seen.
Totally forgot about Pixels. We got the rest of this podcast, folks. We're just going to start naming Adam Sandler movies that none of us have seen.
There can't be that many, but there's a few.
Do you know he made 2 murder mystery films for Netflix with Jennifer Aniston as well?
Him and Jen Ann are awesome together.
Yeah,
It's good stuff. It's funny.
All right,
has
pause.
anyone ever seen? I wrote
1
this
minute
down
pause.
too. Huh?
What happened?
Pause.
I don't know. He said pause, and then he's like he just walked away.
Pause.
All right.
So does that mean we
I
pause
got it
the
written down.
episode,
I'll
or-
recap it. What?
You didn't stop for me.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
I'll recap it, and then we'll go to our last little segment here before we hang a banner. I think Jordan already did, but I'll do it since he stepped away to buy some time here. Jordan was our first pick. He went Big Daddy and Hustle. Zach was second. He took Happy Gilmore and 50 First Dates.
It's a solid 1-2 punch.
Landon went Waterboy and Grown Ups. Pretty good. Cameron went The Wedding Singer and Anger Management. And then I took Billy Madison and Just Go With It. Comment below if you're listening to the podcast on Spotify. Whose house would you go over to and watch their double feature of Adam Sandler movies, and why isn't it Jordan? So,
Hey, I got a little versatility in there. I got Adam
You do.
Sandler, the funny old school ha-ha, and then I got Adam Sandler, the serious new guy.
Which is rare. You don't get a lot of serious from him, and he does it well, actually.
What's next on your made-up agenda, Hunter?
the made-up agenda is going into college football because thank God we are so close to getting back to the best sport in the world, at least in my opinion. Some people say the NFL. Some people say Major League Baseball. I say college football. We're almost there. We're almost a month out. Actually, I think we are a month out as of today from week 0 as we are recording. Yeah, that's crazy, right? So we did this last year on the pod, which is crazy to think that we've been doing this for a year. So follow us and help us continue to do this and make us, not want to cancel because that would suck. But we did
because the number of followers is going to determine that.
Yeah. Well, one day Landon's going to be like, you know what, I'm tired of this shit. And I'll be like, well, Landon, we got 7 people that are really going to be sad if you drop us here. So come on.
Nobody's paid attention to the name of the pod tonight.
What?
What?
It was P-Bad, the final rendition.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The final?
Hey, just like Colbert, we got canceled this week. All right.
Hunter, spell rendition.
So dish is in the word, so DISH is in there.
He can spell Ren because he watched Ren and Stimpy. Got the first syllable.
Yeah, that's true.
Can we put a timer on this for real so that we're not recording until 2 a.m.?
What?
Can we put a timer on this part so that we're not recording until 2 a.m.?
Yeah, sure. We did this last year. We kind of previewed and kind of gave our expectations and thoughts on the teams that we root for in college football going into the 2024 season. So I wanted to run that back as to open up our college football talk on the pod for this year. So Zach is a Iowa Hawkeye fan. Cameron is grinning because his friend just arrived, and he is a West Virginia fan.
Oh, I thought he had
Jordan
gas.
is a Texas fan, so he's going to be the only one that has something to root for this year. And Landon is a fan of Texas Tech, who just spent bukus of money. They're either going to be very happy or very angry and disappointed. And then I am a Mississippi State fan. Your thoughts and prayers would be much appreciated. Who wants to get us started?
I'll go
There
first.
will be a 4-minute timer, and I will mute you at the end of the 4 minutes.
4 minutes? That's so long. That's so long.
Give me 5.
So long. He's just going to mute Hunter just because.
Yeah, he's just going to mute me. How about
getting
this?
4.
Let me do this. Let's go Jordan, Zach, Landon, Cameron, and I'll go last.
Oh, so the exact same draft order.
So the draft order.
Got it.
I'm seeing
Well,
that
I'm
people
sure
pay
glad we
attention
drew
to
your
this
name for the
podcast.
last pick.
I'm really concerned that people just put this on as background noise.
If I disappear during Hunter's rant, somebody just text me and I'll come back. I'll pull a
It's not
landing
a
real
rant.
fast.
Go
I got to
ahead
go
and
watch
talk
the
about
Rockies.
your stupid Longhorns and your stupid Arch Manning.
Listen, this the easiest way to say this is going into a Texas Longhorn season. Texas fans haven't been this excited in at least 10 years and maybe more than that. I have a hot take that I don't think a lot of people are going to love. I think Arch Manning fits that offense really well, but I think that people that are penciling him into the Heisman conversation, I think, is a little premature. I think Texas is going to have the best run game in the SEC this year, and that might open up Arch Manning a little bit. They lost a lot, but they've rebuilt, reloaded. It feels like they might finally have an edge up on the Georgias of the world, and I don't know that they're going undefeated, but if they don't win the SEC and play for a national championship this year, the last 2 seasons they've been one play away inside the red zone from going to the national championship game. If you don't at least play for a national championship this year, I don't know that it's ever going to happen. All that being said, Sarkisian has already beyond surpassed expectations. My brother and I were talking the other day when they hired Sarkisian. I remember saying this is Tom Herman with a drinking problem. Like, this is the same guy. He's passed all expectations. I want Sark to never leave. I think what he's doing is great. But it's a championship or bust type of year for them.
Jordan, I think one of the biggest questions is how do they use Arch's legs?
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously
Sark,
they bring him in for run packages in the past, but now like
Sark loves a quarterback that has some speed to him, but also has a little bit of power back there.
Uh-huh.
I mean, for the last 5 years, we've seen Quinn Ewers and Sam Ehlinger, and I think Arch Manning, based on what we know, which is still very limited at this point, but based on what we know and what we saw a glimpse of last year, I think he fits that offense better than either of those other 2 guys.
Oh, I would totally agree with that. His build for sure, and he's a real athletic kid.
And their receiving room just gets better and better every year. I think you're going to see a lot of really short, 2-3 play drives because they're going to be able to hit that Hail Mary pass now. They're going to be able to hit that home run whenever they want.
And at least it's not going to come down to some kid making a dumb thing. He's got a good head on his shoulders. I mean, they've taught him well.
Just the pedigree. I mean, he's become, and he stayed there for 3 years now. I mean, he's become a really easy kid to root for. I hope he lives up to the hype.
Yeah, I do too. I'm always a Manning fan, so
I'm done. Did I stay under my 4?
Yeah, you did. Very well done. I don't have really any concerns. I do think, though, I don't see them winning week 1. And I don't want the fans to just jump on Arch immediately and just say, oh, this dude's overhyped and all that stuff. I think he's fine. I think he's going to be really good. My only question with Texas is how quick is that offensive line going to gel? They weren't a big, we got to get to the portal to reload. They have trusted the guys that they have brought in. And
they lost their big one in Kelvin Banks.
Yep. First-round pick. They are going to trust the guys that they have, and they're going to reload from within, and I think it's going to work. I think it's going to be very, very good. I'm afraid of Texas, and so I think that they're a good team, but that is the question of how great they can be is how well they gel up front quickly, because I don't think Arch is going to be a hindrance. I think he's going to be fine. The wide receivers are great. Their third best running back is now, their starter, and the 2 guys that got hurt to give him that opportunity are healthy again. Yep. So I agree with you. This is the best running back room in the SEC. They're going to absolutely ground and pound everybody, and it's going to open up shots over the top. It's going to be deadly. I really think they're going to be good.
You're scared of Texas? You should be scared of everybody. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about in the sense of look, I'm talking about in the sense of this could be the launching pad moment for Texas.
Oh, okay. I was like Mississippi.
All right, no, I'm scared of Northern Illinois. What are you talking about? I'm scared of fucking everybody.
That's why I was so confused.
Yeah, no, I'm scared of everybody. I'm talking about in the general perspective of college football. This might be the launching pad moment for Sark in Texas to really start dominating the SEC and becoming the power that Texas believes they are and should be.
We've gone from me saying things like he's Tom Herman with a drinking problem to, oh gosh, how long are we going to be able to keep Sark?
Yep. Which, I mean, what other job would you take?
An NFL job.
Okay. I was about to say, it's in Texas. So, I don't know. I like the Longhorns, Jordan. I do think they dropped week 1, but then after that, I think the sky's the limit for that team.
You're going to lose early, baby.
Yep. I agree with that.
Recency bias.
Zachary.
Yeah?
Let's talk about special teams and how to punt.
No, we already know how
1 minute. I've got 1 minute on the board for you.
Oh, no.
Kidding.
Kirk Ferentz in his 27th year coming up for the Hawks. Longest tenured dude in the country. And I didn't know this, but he's gone to a bowl game in 22 of his 26. Wow. So
Jesus Christ.
You talk about the model of consistency is this team in the heartland here. The schedule's tricky. The schedule's tricky for Iowa this year. I don't know what to expect on that front. They don't have Ohio State, but they replace it with Oregon. They don't have UCLA, but they replace it with USC. So I'll be curious to see how the schedule goes. They lost to UCLA last year is what I'm trying to say. But I kind of expect another 7-8-ish win year for Iowa. They've got a good defense. Stop me if you've heard this before. They have a pretty good running game.
Oh, you don't say.
You've heard that before. They have a terrific offensive line that's actually much younger this year, which should be great. They have a really good punter. Stop me if you've heard that before. So good kicking game, good defense. They run the ball. What's the question mark? The guy who throws it. So, but that's been the question mark for about, how old am I? So
whenever Ricky Stanzi left.
Yeah, exactly. That was 2010. So, I don't know. Mark Gronowski, the dude from South Dakota State, is the transfer. So we'll see. Won a couple of FCS titles, 10,000-yard passer there. So we'll see. He's got to beat out that Hank Brown, who's the Auburn transfer, and then Jackson Stratton's on the roster. So, but I assume it'll be the South Dakota State kid. Offensive line's going to have a couple of seniors, and then they're going to be pretty young, but they'll still be really good. So, I'm kind of fortunate. I kind of know what is going to happen every year in Iowa City. It'll just be how high does the win total get? But I'll talk a little bit more about Iowa and their conference here in a little bit. But I'm pretty lucky. I know that they're going to go anywhere from 7 to 10 wins, and they're going to probably be in a bowl game in late December or early January. So they're pretty boring, but they are pretty boring. That's who Iowa is. So there you go.
Hashtag punts. We love punts.
I'm going to go to the Iowa UMass game this year.
Oh, shout out to our friends of the Cursive U. Yes.
Yep. I'm coming. Ass goes to Iowa City. It's a night game in September. I'll be there. So
that's awesome. Yeah, that's absolutely awesome. We
fun.
love UMass on this podcast. We are actually UMass fans at heart. Everybody should be a UMass fan. If you're not, then you just hate fun. So
yeah, that'll be the only day I'm not an ass fan, but otherwise.
We love UMass. Landon.
Hi.
I don't have anything to add on Iowa, Zach, because you're right. They're boring, and they're going to win 8 games.
Yeah, no, they're honestly the most predictable team in the country.
Wash,
every year.
Rinse, repeat. Okay?
Yeah.
Very, very predictable.
What are we going to get out of – oh, go ahead.
Like, people who are professional gamblers, they have to make their most money on Iowa because they just know, like, hey, I know exactly what Iowa's going to do every single year.
Well, and weirdly, last year they hit the over on, like, 9 of the 12 games. Yeah. It was odd. The bar had been set so low that they're Vegas setting the over-under like 25.5.
Vegas was like, all right, we're going to go 3.5 for this Iowa-Minnesota game.
If Iowa scores 16, you're going to hit the over.
Jesus Christ.
We'll see, but yeah.
All right, Landon.
So we go from predictable to the most unpredictable team in the
We go from predictable to unpredictable, and we go from Iowa, who probably spent negative $3 in NIL, to Texas Tech, who spent about $1.7 billion.
I don't think that's true.
It's not. It's about $20 million, though. So tell me about this roster of players you don't know, because they all transferred.
We have been getting a lot of defensive players, which I think is something that was obviously needed. It's Texas Tech. What's defense? That's the Big 12. Doesn't happen. But I just looked it up. We're almost $30 million in NIL spent.
Holy shit!
Texas is 35.
Is that all?
Wow.
30?
Texas is 35.
Is that all?
So little old Lubbock, Texas, and Cody Campbell's money, who just sold his company for like $1.5 billion or something. He's the financier behind this. So I don't know if there's a hot seat in the Big 12 for sure, possibly college football, whenever you put that much money behind to produce. Now, I have Tech going 9-3 right now, and it's really doable. The schedule lines up very well for them. They're going to luck out. I think they probably end with a loss to Cam's West Virginia at the end of the year, just because they will. They never played good against West Virginia. It's always a toss-up. But I have them 9-12. Wow, 9-12.
That sounds right.
9-3.
It's not that sick, bro.
Sorry, I'm still on the Rockies side.
Hashtag 43 wins.
But I'm excited. I think this season's going to be good. I mean, they start out with just some softballs. I mean, but they started out last year with the softball ACU and almost shit the bed there. So they didn't spend $30 million last year, though. So we'll see. It'll be very interesting.
And Wyoming the year before.
We don't talk about Wyoming, okay? But
you got an interesting 4-game stretch here, though. At Utah, at Houston, home for Kansas, at Arizona State. Yep. That's a lot of road.
It's a lot of road, but that makes the latter half of the season a lot of home, which is good. Yeah. I see
State,
Tech in the playoffs this year. Yeah. I'll say it.
Okay. I like it.
I see Tech in the playoffs this year.
I mean, you said
and
it.
Jordan just left because he was like, yeah. I mean,
that's scary.
I'm still here.
Jordan leaves and Landon's
it's
like,
Greenland dark.
On that note, Jordan left.
I agree, Landon. If you're going to spend that much money, the expectation is playoff or bust. So if they don't get to at least the Big 12 championship game to play for a spot to be in it, I feel like it's a failure. I don't think that makes McGuire lose his job. If he's there and he loses, I don't think so. But, I mean, you're hitting the nail on the head when you say they brought in defensive players. They were 9th in total offense last year. They scored a shit ton of points. But if you don't stop anybody, then that's a problem. So, we'll see how it goes.
ACU hung like whatever it was on them.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Landon, I need Texas and Texas Tech in the Cotton Bowl.
You know,
ACU scored 51 on them.
Well,
Jesus.
So
in overtime.
I know we have another Big 12.
2 overtimes.
I know we have another Big 12 team we're going to talk about. Who's the favorite in the league going in?
Chaos.
It's nobody knows. Cam might have an opinion.
Is there a like clear cut who's going to finish number one preseason poll?
I don't think so.
Give me Oklahoma State for no random reason at all.
No. Take a dartboard, put all the logos in the Big 12 on said dartboard, close your eyes, and throw it. That's your favorite. That league is going to be fun to watch for the simple fact that nobody knows who's going to win it. Because you can look at any national media poll right now probably has at least 2 or 3 different winners or 2 or 3 different favorites, and there's probably there's a team that we're not even talking about that's going to go on a run. Because Arizona State was predicted to go dead last year, and they made the playoff. And Cam Scattaboo almost won the whole thing by himself.
Literally. It was Arizona State and Iowa State? in the
Yes, that was your championship game last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Both actual states.
And they got
Both
Rocco
actual
back.
states. That is true. So
I'm trying to
I don't know.
find the preseason poll for you.
They didn't do one. They famously did not do
Oh,
one.
they didn't. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
about
the Big
that.
12 media poll did not exist this year because they got it so wrong last year. They were like, we're not doing this again.
Listen, I respect that.
I kind of like it too.
I mean, everything about preseason polls is stupid.
It's so
Yeah,
dumb.
nobody knows.
I mean,
Especially for a team like Texas Tech right now, who has an entire brand new roster. Like nobody knows what they are.
Jordan, was there anything more well, there might have been more we hated about being an SID. There's no question. But preseason polls was so much
It's
worthless
just
work.
dumb.
It was so
I think Kansas State is up there. I think Iowa State is up there. Tech is obviously up there, and then I'm going to throw Utah up there.
I like what
And
they
West
brought in.
Virginia's in
until
there
somebody
too,
proves
obviously.
otherwise.
No,
Utah's well coached.
West
Well
Virginia
coached.
spot the ball. They're in there. I like Arizona State, but also too, I don't know what they're going to look like without Cam Scatterbo. And Sam Levitt's got all this love in the offseason. And I've seen highlights, and I saw him play in person. And obviously, when you have somebody like Scatterbo to hand the ball off to, you don't really have to throw the football. So if they rely on him to be the guy, is he a game changer that Arizona State needs to make that jump and be a powerhouse in that conference? I don't know. I like your pick of Utah, Landon. I like Devin Dampier, the transfer from New Mexico. He is unreal to watch. He's a highlight reel. I don't know. Kansas State too, but I don't trust Kansas State. And Farmageddon is in Ireland. I'm going to echo what Jordan said on maybe episode 2. Stop making them play conference games in Ireland in week 0. One of the best Big 12 conference games is going to be in less than a month when we have Iowa State a favorite against Kansas State a favorite, and they got to fly all the way to Ireland to play that game. That is going to suck.
2 years ago, that game was literally played in a snow globe. It was awesome. It was so cool.
It was snow Farmageddon.
It was awesome. Yeah, it's so stupid. By the way, every time I think of Utah, I think of when they scored like 800 points in that Pac-12 championship game against USC. That's all I think of when I think of Utah.
When Caleb Williams painted his nails, that was
awesome.
And they ain't done nothing since.
Hasn't. Got drafted by the Bears. So,
all right, West Virginia Mountain Mama.
Come on, Cameron. Give us some Rich Rodriguez goodness right now. I want to hear it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Jacksonville State legend Rich Rodriguez.
Oh,
I don't know how much goodness we're going to see this year, boys. Now, we're predicted to finish 16th. Like you said, there was no media poll this year, but most outlets are saying West Virginia is going to finish 16th. There's 16 teams in the Big 12. So, but like you guys alluded to, Arizona State was also predicted to finish there last year. So you literally have no idea in the Big 12. It's a terrible conference.
Hey, if 2 years in a row the team predicted last wins the conference, they just have to disband the conference at that point.
Exactly.
Just go to the ACC.
Now, I am excited for Rich Rodriguez to be back for nostalgic reasons. I think people who are slightly younger than me need to temper their expectations, though, a little bit. Rich Rodriguez, when he started at West Virginia for his first stint, his first year was 2001, and he was hired right after Don Nehlen left West Virginia, who was there for an eternity. Is one of the best college football coaches ever. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame, took West Virginia to a national championship game. And, we always talk about how you never want to be the guy who follows the guy. You want to be the guy after the guy who follows the guy. And Rich Rodriguez came into a tough situation following the best head football coach that West Virginia's ever seen. And in his first year in 2001, he went 3-9. So I think you need to temper your expectations a little bit, even if you are excited for nostalgic reasons. But Rich Rodriguez, in his second year, went 9-4. So he has shown an ability to turn things around quickly. And it's just a different style. It's a different mentality that he's bringing. I don't hate Neil Brown, the person, but he just wasn't a good fit. And we already know that Rich Rod's a good fit. Whether he succeeds or not, time will tell. But I think he's the right person to have in the job, and he's proven it. After he left West Virginia, he went to Michigan, and he gets a lot of flack for his performance at Michigan. But what a lot of people don't realize is that he had his 3 years at Michigan, and they weren't great years. The year after he left, was it Brady Hoke, I think?
Yeah, he's the only reason Brady Hoke was good at Michigan.
Ew.
Yes. Brady Hoke took all of Rich Rod's recruits, including Denard Robinson, one of the best, most electric players ever in college football, took him and elevated Michigan to where they were going to be under Rich Rodriguez, in my opinion. Because Rich Rodriguez, at the end of his time at Michigan, he had some bad losses, but he was starting to turn that team around. Then he went to Arizona and was pretty solid at Arizona, in my opinion, and had one of the best dual threat quarterbacks of all time in Khalil Tate. Yep. So he has made his money. He's made his career off of these dynamic playmakers, specifically at the quarterback position. And his philosophy has had to change over the years. He wasn't as run heavy at Jacksonville State. They actually did throw the ball around. West Virginia actually did get one of, I think he was their top receiver last year at Jacksonville State, Cam Vaughn. He'll be a good receiver. If you look at the roster, we are bringing back Nico Markiel, who was part-time starting quarterback last year when Garrett Green was out. Nico's 4-0 as a starter at West Virginia, and he's played well. It's still kind of up in the air if he's actually going to win the job. They also got a transfer quarterback from Texas A&M, Jalen Henderson, who was hurt for a decent chunk of his time at Texas A&M, but played incredibly well. And Hunter, if you remember the Mississippi State game, he torched Mississippi State in that game as a freshman, I believe. And no hate towards Mississippi State, but
it was like 55-10.
And so I'm excited to see if he wins the job as well. I don't know who's going to win that, but that'll be great. We got arguably the best running back in the conference returning, Jaheim White. A lot of people thought that he was going to leave, but he's back. He's one of the best backs in the country, in my opinion. So there's a lot of excitement there. They're replacing a lot at offensive line. I think there's only one returner on the line, but they got a lot of solid transfers. A couple dudes from Oklahoma and LSU, a couple others that should be pretty good. Wide receivers pretty weak, in my opinion. They had the best receiver from the team last year transferred to Missouri, Illinois. They got a couple returners who were meh, but we didn't really throw the ball much last year, so I'm curious to see how they get involved in the game this season. And then on the defensive side, the defensive line should be stacked. We actually have some people returning there, and then we got an amazing transfer from UTSA, one of the best pass rushers in the country last year. Had double-digit sacks. I want to say maybe around 12 or 13, Jamori Robinson. He was a stud at UTSA, and so I'm excited about him. Linebackers are weak. I think there's room to improve there. And then we got some really good transfers in the secondary. We got two of the best cornerback portal recruits in the country, Michael Coates, and then I'm blanking on the other name right now, but in terms of their PFF grade, those are the two best returning corners in the Big 12 this year. So we should have a decent secondary. All that to say, though, you never know how these transfers are going to come in and gel and perform, right? The transfer portal has changed everything, and you can fact check me on this, but I think West Virginia has the most incoming transfers in the country this year with, I want to say close to 60. So it's kind of a crapshoot. Arizona State was in the same boat last year and they turned it around. Or we could finish 16th, like they say. We really don't know. The reality is we'll probably be somewhere in the middle, like we always are. But that's kind of the breakdown of the team. If you go down the schedule, it's a kind of a weird non-conference. 3 games in non-conference. We start off with Robert Morris at home, which will be a win. And then in week 2, we go to Ohio as part of a 2-for-1 series. So we're at Ohio in Athens in week 2. And then week 3, we got the backyard brawl again. And that game is going to be electric. Everyone who remembers the 2007 lore, that was Rich Rodriguez's last game at West Virginia before he left for Michigan, when we were 1 game away from making the national championship with, honestly, that 07 West Virginia's team is one of the best college football teams ever and just didn't get to showcase it in the national championship, which is a shame. But they lost that last game against Pitt 13-9 as 4 touchdown favorites. And this year against Pitt, they are playing on 9/13, September 19th or September 13th. So they lost that game 13-9, and now we're playing on 9/13 against Pitt. So there's a lot of evil things going out there. But that game should be exciting. And then you run down through. I think we come out of the non-conference either 2-1 or 3-0. The conference slate. I mean, the Big 12 all around doesn't have any heavy hitters, in my opinion. But I still don't think we have strong enough of a team to perform that well. We have Kansas on the road. That's probably a loss. So we're probably looking at 2-2 there. We get Utah at home, but I don't like that matchup. I'm thinking 2-3. We go to BYU Friday night at 10:30 p.m. I think that's 2-4 there. We go to UCF. I think that's a win. We've played well against them. 3-4. TCU at home. I think we could shock some people there and get to 4-4. Houston. I think that's 5-4. I think Houston is arguably the worst team in the conference, other than us. So I think we could get to 5-4 there, and then we get Colorado at home. I think that's our last real good shot to get bowl eligible there. And then our last 2 games are at Arizona State and home against Texas Tech, which Landon said that West Virginia was always the tough game for Texas Tech, but that's not true at all, Landon. I think in Neil Brown's 6 years at West Virginia, I don't think he ever beat them, or maybe he beat them once.
I just wanted to bring back memories of our game in Lubbock.
Yes. When we went to Lubbock, Texas Tech won that game by 40-some points. That was embarrassing.
It was like
but
43 points.
Texas Tech has always had our number, man, for the last 6 years. And then you go all the way back to our first year in the conference, 2012. We were 5-0. Geno Smith was the Heisman favorite, and we lay an egg against Texas Tech. So I think Texas Tech has our number. We'll see. It's new. It's under new coaching with Rich Rod, but we'll see. I think the one thing that I look forward to with Rich Rod teams is that they tend to get better as the season goes on, and so I'm hopeful that even if we get off to a rocky start, that hopefully we get better throughout the season. So that's kind of my outlook. We'll see. I think if they get to 6-6, that's a really successful season in year 1. I think my prediction though would be 5-7.
I like it. Spot the ball.
Yeah.
Spot the ball, hold the rope, tie the laces a little tighter, pump some more air in the helmet,
run the ball, score touchdowns, kick a home run.
Oh,
slam a goal
and
down.
So Pat White, when he was at West Virginia, he was left-handed quarterback. I think the 3 guys that are trying to win the quarterback spot this year, the starting quarterback role, I think all 3 of them are left-handed. I know Nico and Jalen are, and we got another transfer from University of Charlotte. I think he's left-handed as well. So Rich Rod has a thing for left-handed quarterbacks. He knows how to use them. So it's pretty exciting as well.
He does. All right, Landon, are you ready for your timer?
I'm ready.
Landon's like, oh, God, I got to pay attention. All right, let's talk about
Mississippi State.
let's talk about this podcast favorite team down in Starkville, Mississippi. Jordan, do you have a comment already, or are you going to be quiet?
I feel like you've already talked too long about Mississippi State's upcoming season.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I thought our favorite team was UMass.
Oh, yeah. The podcast favorite team is UMass. The second favorite team is Mississippi State. Everybody else after that, we don't care. No? Okay. Well, I'm glad I went last because I'm the team that has literally nothing to look forward to, really. We can only go up, I hope, to God. We were 2-10 last year. Jeff Lebby coming into year 2. The defense was the problem. It wasn't the full problem, but it was the problem. So they hit the transfer portal big time. They only had 10 sacks as a team last year defensively. We brought in 7. Yeah, we brought in 7 transfers that are over 300 pounds to help stop the run and actually get pressure. So if they can at least somewhat stop the nosebleed this year, maybe there's a chance for improvement. The secondary, it's rough. We do have a great safety room led by Isaac Smith. He's going to be a great strong safety. He's also going to play some star linebacker, so he's one to watch out for. He was our only preseason all-conference selection on either side of the ball, so that was great. Actually, no, that's not wrong. We had a running back on the other side. I'll get to that in a second. The defense is not to be trusted. I will have no faith in this defense until they prove me otherwise, so I'm not looking forward to watching a Coleman Hutzler coach defense, but hopefully they get better and they prove me wrong. Jeff Lebby's big calling card is offense, and it's got to be good this year. It showed flashes last year, but also the quarterback that he brought in for year 1 got hurt. He got a medical red shirt, and he's back. That's Blake Shapen, the former Baylor transfer. I think he could be a really good quarterback for this offense for Mississippi State. The only problem with him is he going to be healthy? He's never been healthy for a full season. His big shining moment was when he came in relief at Baylor and won the Big 12 title. But after that, he's never played a full season. So I need to see him healthy. I got to see him healthy. And until he proves to me that he can play a full season, I can't bank on that. The one strength of this team, though, will be the running back room. Devon Booth, second team All-SEC preseason. We also brought in a transfer. You're going to love this name, Jordan. Peek your ears up. Fluff Bothwell from South Alabama. 1,200-yard rusher last year in the Sun Belt. Really, really good dude. Power back, going to be really good for us in the red zone. Also bringing back Johnny Daniels, a great running back from the JUCO ranks that was good for us last year, and an explosive true freshman last year named Xavier Gayton. Those 4 guys is honestly the most underrated running back room in the entire SEC. And this offense, the Lane Kiffin, the Josh Heupel offense, whatever you want to call it, the Jeff Lebby offense, it's all the same. It's a running-first offense. This offensive line that they brought in, again, same with the defensive line, they brought in big dudes. They're going to be bigger up front. That was their whole goal in the portal, and they succeeded. So now it's a thing of if they can gel and if they can block. And if they can do those 2 things, then we're going to be able to run the football. That's going to open up the passing game. The only problem is that we lost all of our returning production from the receiver standpoint, except for our tight end, Seydou Traore, another good name. Yeah, Seydou Traore. Try that one. Yeah, that's a good one. So really got to find somebody in a whole new wide receiver room to step up and be a fresh face and replace the production of Kelly Akari and Kevin Coleman. Akari to the draft, Coleman to Missouri. So we'll see. I don't think this team gets to a bowl. In my heart of hearts, I want to say we're going to be 6-6, but I really honestly think that this team is 4-8 or 5-7 at best. I really think 4-8 is where we fall, but I think this year they finally get over the hump and they win their first SEC game since 2023, midway through the year. So, yeah.
Bet they don't.
Oh, wait. Oh, get this, Jordan. That last game that we won in the SEC at Arkansas, the final score to that game, brace yourself, 7-3.
Yeah, that's my kind of football.
So I was under 4 minutes. I like Jeff Lebby a lot, but he has a lot to prove in year 2. I really think he could be good, but he is in the most you got to prove that you can at least compete and win an SEC game than any other coach right now. And I know it's weird to say that. We're in year 2. He didn't really fire anybody outside of the offensive line coach. So you want to kind of build and move forward and have consistency at the coaching staff position. But at the same time, it's like if you're not winning in the SEC, that's like the one thing you have to do.
Jordan.
So, like, yeah. I mean,
Here's his SEC schedule.
oh,
Tennessee,
yeah.
Tennessee at home, at
Loss.
A&M,
Loss.
at Florida,
Loss.
home for Texas, at Arkansas, home for
Loss.
Georgia,
Loss.
at
Loss.
Missouri, home for Ole Miss.
Hey, they might get Mizzou.
They might get Mizzou.
I would like to
Drinkwitz?
take 10 seconds to talk to Greg Sankey real quick. I know he's never going to
He's
listen.
like, we got to go get that first SEC win.
They might
Fuck
get
that
Mizzou.
guy, dude. Our schedule is that's awful. That's all.
So
And also, too, Zach,
You're fucked.
don't mention our second game of the year, defending Big 12 champions Arizona State. So
Yeah, you got Southern Miss and Alcorn in there and Northern Illinois, although that's not a given.
no.
So,
Southern Miss, not
beat
a
the,
gimme. Oh, and then guess the team we drew from the MAC. Oh, the team that went into Notre Dame and won last year, Northern Illinois.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
bad.
dial up 1-11 for the Dogs, boys. Nah,
What's
we're gonna
what's the name of that kid again? Because it's an awesome name.
which one? The running back?
Yeah, the only awesome.
Yeah. So it's Fluff Bothwell.
There's a Herod pun that's going to be in here.
Yeah.
somewhere.
Oh yeah.
And I'm very excited.
Get fluffy, baby.
Oh, I was thinking a hashtag feed the fluff. No.
Feed the fluff.
They have to score to do that, bud.
Well, I mean, you can still hand him the ball a lot if he doesn't score. It's still feeding the running back, you know.
Yeah,
I realize you haven't played from ahead in a long time, but most teams run the ball more when they're waiting.
Hey,
We run it to preserve a lead.
we came back and beat UMass. So
Ass.
Ass.
we were down 10-0 to UMass too last year at one point.
Yeah, you
so.
were.
Listen,
yeah.
it can only get better. We lost every SEC game by double digits this year. So if we lose every SEC game, it can.
You got to lose them by single digits.
Yeah, if you lose every single SEC game by single digits, which is probably just an anomaly if that would actually happen. That's improvement, though. So,
Oh man,
I don't know.
All right, are we
I
hanging a
love-
banner?
Banner.
I love college football so much, but my team sucks so bad. All right. I did request to go first for Hang a Banner because it's another college football topic, and we'll do that and we'll get out of here. Is everybody ready for this?
No.
I don't know that I'm ever adequately prepared for Hang a Banner, but here we go.
Me and Jordan talked
literally
about
never
this one
come up
because
with
it's been the talk of Twitter today, at least on the college football side of things. So
I literally never prepare for this until we do it.
no, I got you. Well, here we go. This is going to be a fun one. I got notes. Here we go. Hang a banner to the biggest offseason crybaby, Indiana head coach Curt Cignetti. Indiana has created some controversy when they backed out of a non-conference game with Virginia for this upcoming season and replaced them with Kennesaw State. When asked at Big Ten Media Days about this, Sig said, quote, "We figure we adopt the SEC scheduling philosophy." What a crock of shit that is.
That's a hilarious quote, though.
All right. So I'm going to start with this. 2025 season alone, these are some SEC non-conference opponents that the league has scheduled. Are you ready? At Florida State, Wisconsin, at Memphis. 2 teams play Notre Dame. At Baylor, at Miami. 2 teams play Clemson. Tulane, defending Big 12 champ Arizona State. Kansas, at Michigan. 2 teams play Virginia Tech. Syracuse, at Ohio State. And I'm not including the rivalries of Georgia Tech, Louisville. I did mention Clemson, but LSU opens with Clemson. So I don't know where that's coming from. Last year, LSU played 2 Big Ten opponents in UCLA and USC. So clearly the SEC is not afraid to schedule Power 4 non-conference games. To note, every SEC team will play at least one Power 4 non-conference game this season, except for Ole Miss, and that is only because Wake Forest paid Ole Miss $750,000 to back out of their game in Oxford this year. And I will give credit to Ole Miss because they replaced Wake Forest with Tulane, who is a team that is favored to be in the top half of the American and could fight for the group of 5 at-large bid in the playoff. Jordan, we're going to give him credit, so listen up, Jordan. Jordan tweeted this stat in response to Sig's comments. Last year, Texas played 9 games against ranked teams. Georgia played 7. Tennessee played 5. Penn State played 6. Oregon played 4. Indiana played 2. In those 2 games, they lost by a combined 33 points. Their only big, in quotation, statement win was a 20-15 win at home against 7-win Michigan. Okay? There was also a video on Twitter.
What does that have to do with the non-conference schedule?
I'm just saying, like, playing good teams in general. Jordan tweeted it. I wanted to give Jordan credit. It was a good thing.
Oh, okay.
Here's more on your non-conference. Jordan, what's the guy's name on Twitter? You sent me the video. Say his name correctly here so I don't
Chris Marler?
Yep. So he posted a video. Good rant. You should look him up on Twitter. He pointed out that the 4 times that the Hoosiers have done this of backing out of a non-conference game against a Power 4 opponent, they've rescheduled those games with 3 FCS teams and now Kennesaw State, who's in year 2 of being FBS. He also pointed out that in the next 5 seasons of the 13 non-conference games Indiana has scheduled, 0 are against Power 4 teams, and 13 of those games, non-Power 4, only 2 of the games they have scheduled so far are against teams with winning records over the last 2 seasons. This is Charmin Ultra Soft bullshit from Indiana, and I'm not wanting to get into the debate of 9 conference games versus 8 conference games. If we're going to go to a new playoff format, we have to find some unity amongst the Power 4. But to sit there and call out the SEC and doing this kind of philosophy thing with the scheduling is ridiculous, because there's proof that the SEC is making an effort to fight the non-conference games with a competitive non-conference schedule and playing games that are meaningful against good opponents early in the season. They do have their cupcakes like every Power 4 does, but don't sit there and say that we're going to take this easy route to the playoff because that's what everybody else does, when that's not the case.
Everybody has a BS game. Everybody should have a good game, and that should be that. You know what I mean? If it were up to me, you would be only playing Power 4.
Yeah.
In your non-con. That's not going to happen, but that's what you should do. But yeah, I think it comes from the fact that it's always hilarious when Alabama in November plays Who Gives a Shit.
Okay. It's funny when they play Mercer. It is
all
funny.
All I care about. I don't give a rip about the non-conference. Everybody needs to play either 8 or 9. Pick one.
And that's fine. And that's a different conversation for a different day. But don't sit there.
That's the solve.
Yeah. But don't sit there and as a coach and sit there at the podium. I mean, I guess if he was looking for clicks, he got them. But don't sit there and be like, yeah, well, it's funny when Alabama plays Mercer the week before Thanksgiving. But yeah, Bama's playing at Florida State and scheduled a home and home in Wisconsin. They also have home and home scheduled with Notre Dame, Oklahoma State. I think they also have one with maybe USC or Michigan coming up. So like they're making an effort to fight the 8 versus 9. They're fighting that by scheduling a harder non-conference, at least one game. Because I'm not sitting here saying, I'm with you, Zach. If you want to go full like NFL model, then the Power 4 needs to play only the Power 4. Yeah. But if we're not going to do that, I'm fine with teams playing these lesser games. But, schedule one, do like a Big Ten SEC challenge like they do in basketball. Do a ACC Big 12 challenge like they do in basketball. That would be electric, because then we know from the get-go in September who is the better conference from the jump, or who has like the lead on who is the better conference that year from the jump, because normally we have to have this argument in bowl season when half of the teams are in the transfer portal and nobody cares about the GoDaddy.com bowl played in Mobile, Alabama. Like, they just don't. No offense to GoDaddy, but I mean, that is what it is. Anybody have anything they want to add here on Charmin Ultra Soft Indiana Hoosiers?
I'm actually going to transition you into my hang the banner, sort of. It's in the ballpark.
Okay.
Did you guys see? I'm going to hang a banner for Big 12 Twitter because I thought their response was phenomenal today. Did you guys see how do you pronounce the Big Ten commissioner? Is it Tony Petitti? I'm gonna call him Petits. So he said in the media day that if you're 6-3 in the Big Ten, I would argue that's a good record. Which that's a pretty good conference record. I don't hate that sentence. If you stumble in the non-conference, I don't know why that would disqualify you from playoff contention. So if you go 6-3 in the Big Ten, you should be in playoff contention.
Yeah, you tell me if 6-3 Indiana, if they lose to Old Dominion.
Here we go. No, hold on. Big 12 Conference quote tweeted it with the picture of Iowa State walking off the field in Iowa City after they beat Iowa last year in a walk-off field goal. Iowa went 6-3 in the Big Ten.
Oh, my God.
And so he was making a case that Iowa, who went 8-4 and lost to Missouri in the Trans-Perfect Music City Bowl, should have been in consideration for the college football playoff. It was so good. It was so well done by the Big 12 Twitter. It was so good. It was so good. It was such an absurd statement that Petits made. And I just think that's a hilarious way to quote tweet that, because what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
I'm starting to think that after Big Ten Media Days, the Big Ten might be more delusional as we're the best conference ever than the SEC is. Hold on, wait. I got a quote right here on College Football Reddit, right here from Jed Fish, head coach of Washington, about the SEC and their scheduling. The NFL doesn't play the CFL in the middle of the season. The fuck are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? That's ridiculous.
Not sure. Look, every team plays bad teams. It just is.
Every team
it is what
plays
it
bad
is.
teams.
Literally every team. And the Big 12 and the ACC play bad teams when they're playing conference games. So, you can only do so much about it. I don't know. I think the Big Ten and the SEC should have the most playoff teams each year. I would go with that, but
playoff format.
The whole scheduling thing. The whole scheduling thing is
not been a
insane.
great couple of weeks in media days for head coaches.
No.
Rhett Lashley throwing shots at at the SEC for lack of parity in the conference. Clemson's won 8 of your last 10 leagues.
And Harry, what I appreciate though is that petty tweet came from the official Big 12 Conference Twitter account.
I'm all for the petty.
That's great. Like, kudos to those guys in Dallas for fuck this. Yeah. So
also
funny.
too,
the
years I think that Rhett Lashley laid out, somebody quote tweeted it because he was like, from like 1968 to like 1999, like only 4 teams won the SEC. 7 of the 10 teams in the conference had won the title in that stretch. So there's your pair. Why he went back that far too, I have no idea. Like, why not give a recent example?
Because
I don't know if the Big Ten can three-peat this year.
That's again another conversation.
I don't know.
If you're an ACC coach and you're going to say things like they don't have any parity in their league because only 6 teams have won the conference in the last 50 years. Clemson's won your league for 8 of the last 10 years, and before that, Florida State dominated everybody for 2 decades. Stop it.
Yep.
Stop it.
But this is Miami's year to start taking over.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Miami being great.
Yeah.
they dominated for a while.
Another decade.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going next. And I'm still in baseball season.
Yeah, let's go. Baseball.
I texted Cameron today as we're recording in all capital letters and just said, Luke Jackson, DFA. Hang a banner, throw a parade, party in the streets, whether you make the playoffs or not. Luke Jackson is gone, and you never have to watch that suckbag pitch for the Texas Rangers ever again. He literally blew a 3-run lead in the first game of the season, and from that moment on, I've said, I hate Luke Jackson. I hated him.
I bet he's a Brave within a week.
You're probably right. We'll give him to you for Jesse Chavez.
Jesse Chavez got DFA'd last week.
Yeah, it'll be an easy swap.
Ouchtown population.
All I know is that I am the peaks and valleys baseball fan for 9 innings and for 162 games, and there's going to be a lot more peaks now because Luke Jackson is out of town. Hang a banner. Nothing else matters. You have won the season. Luke Jackson, good riddance.
I love it.
Is it my turn yet?
Sure.
Oh, but hold on.
I don't
Two
even know
things
who-
before you start, Cam, real fast. One, Hunter, can you say the word Syracuse one more time?
Syracuse.
Syracuse. Okay. Somebody
Sarah.
named Sarah.
Sarah has a lot of cues.
Yeah. And
Syracuse.
Sarah.
the second thing is we cannot do back-to-back segments where Hunter goes last on one and first on the next one ever again.
Why?
It's just
I
an
wanna go
hour of
back.
Boomhauer.
Loyal viewer, I want you to go back and listen to Cameron's segment on football versus mine. I think I was shorter than Cameron.
That
I
loyal
am- you
viewer
can't
is a Twitter
understand
porn
me.
bot.
You can't understand me,
Twitter
but
porn
you
bot.
at least I was shorter, so there's that. Maybe.
Also, Hunter said reliques earlier tonight because that's a word.
Syracuse.
Cameron, hang a banner and then I'll go.
All right. Hang the banner for all you Pop-Tart lovers out there. Mike Golick Jr. tweeted this today. And it's 2 boxes of these Pop-Tart ice cream sandwiches. We got brown sugar cinnamon and chocolate fudge. The brown sugar cinnamon looks unreal. Just cinnamon ice cream, and the sandwiches are Pop-Tarts. And so then the chocolate fudge one, you got chocolate ice cream with the chocolate fudge Pop-Tarts as the sandwich, and I would eat all of those right now.
That sounds so good.
I went
So
to
hang the
Walmart
banner
today to find
Pop-Tarts,
them.
man. That's some amazing stuff that they're doing over there.
Pop Tarts is on another level right now
They are.
because their bowl game's the best
Mhm.
and their food's the best. So
I have said it at least twice, I think, on this podcast. The moment we get a media pass credential from the Pop-Tarts Bowl is the day that we end this damn thing. That's the goal of this whole podcast. It's not to make money and make Landon's money back. No, it's to get a Pop-Tarts Bowl credential. That's all. That's our great white whale. That's what we're searching for. Go ahead,
love it.
Landon.
Hang a banner, Eli Drinkowitz. We already talked about his team earlier. This mother trucker sits down at SEC Media Days and suggests a 30-team playoff.
30.
30. And his whole plan here is to have 28 teams play play-in games. At some point, we get to an NFL season.
We're already there.
That also makes it to where 42% of Power 4 teams would have the opportunity to play in the playoffs. Almost half of the teams in P4 conferences could play for being in the national championship.
That's
or going to the
crazy.
national championship.
30?
Buddy, Drinkowitz, that's called the fucking season. That's your play-in game. Under his model, 6-6 USC would have been able to play in the playoffs.
They were getting hot at the right time.
7-5 Rutgers, 6-6 Washington, all would have got to play
You know what? You know what?
his play-in games. No,
How many more?
fuck off.
How many more teams do we have to add to get 2-10 Mississippi State in? That's the number I'm voting for. Give me that.
128.
Yeah, the answer's all of them.
Yeah.
Shit.
But I mean, I know nobody's ever gonna think that whatever they come up with, the model is fair because someone's always gonna get left out. But it's not 30, bro. It's just not. And I'll leave it with that.
He's getting
I
into
wanna-
Mike Leach territory where
Yeah,
Mike would
I
be
wanna
like,
say-
I want 64 team playoff.
I want to say he maybe I don't know if he did this as a joke or a nod to Leach or not, but I mean, if he's being serious, I'm with you, Landon. That's kind of dumb. I mean, come on. I think 16 is probably what we'll get to and stick at that.
Look, I've talked to this guy once whenever we played him for some reason. I don't know why I talked to him. He's a weird guy. Really nice.
Landon,
But-
you have so much credibility.
I don't
talked
know
to him
how
once on an elevator at a hotel one time.
I don't know how we got in the conversation, but we did.
Landon's like, he was 2
But I did
urinals
stay at a
over.
Holiday Inn Express last night.
Maybe he was at a Coldplay concert. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Which one's like, we'll leave the light on for you?
Hotel 6.
Hunter, we're done with this shit.
Are we?
Oh,
Okay.
shit. We're done?
Well, we didn't get this in the entire time, and I feel like we have to get this in at least once. So I'm just going to pick the last business we said. Motel 6, if you're listening, you can leave the light on in Press Box After Dark. We won't turn it off.
Oh, shit. Then it's not after dark, though.
Who gives a shit at this point? No one's listening. Does anybody got anything they want to add?
It's good to be
Hunter.
back, boys. Suck it, Hunter.
It was really good to be back.
Suck it, Hunter.
MLB trade deadline coming up. We'll talk post-trade deadline. College football ramping
About a
up.
month from now.
Is Landon going to mute him? Is he going to do it?
No.
I'm just stalling until
We do
Jordan
have
pops back
60
on.
We have 65 seconds if we can keep this under 2 hours.
Ooh, I'm waiting for Jordan to pop on at like right at the 2 hour
He's
mark
not
and say
gonna.
"suck it, Hunter," and then boom, we're done.
He's
Yeah.
gone.
I love that just all of us left throughout the episode multiple times. It's very good.
And we're done.
All right, let's get out of here.
It's time for the Sonic drive of the game. And perhaps, as far as I'm concerned, the drive of the game may be our drive home from Starkville to Tupelo.
You can't fire me! I got a contract! I'm Rance Wilder!